Welcome back, everyone, and we have another great episode. We have a final impression from Richard and Kaia from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And then, of course, we have another special, too, because we're being invited to one of the newest hotels called Voco in Rosebank. So we peruse that as well, kind of give you an idea what that looks like. And then, of course, we have something special. We went to this shoe store called Shelf Life in Rosebank as well. So amazing content. Stay with us. Watch the whole thing. You will truly enjoy it. See you inside. And of course, you can go to our website and purchase our book. It's $15 US. Obviously, it's a great book if you're looking at transition into South Africa. All the information you need is there, and then of course you can work with us. All right, guys, visiting South Africa has just got so much easier. You can book your whole tour on the website, but we're so happy to be able to provide this type of service to those that are in the diaspora that have been saying to themselves, I want to go to South Africa, but I don't know how to get there. Well, now you can. But look at the images. I mean, this is a progressive country. The people here are absolutely amazing. So we want you guys to be able to enjoy everything that it has to offer. But like I said, this video is going to be kind of fun. We kind of out and about a little bit, maybe a little bit different, but again, stick around for the interview. It's roughly about at the 9-minute mark. You can get their final impressions of what happened to them here in South Africa, and hopefully it motivates you to do the same, to come visit sunny South Africa. All right, guys, we are checking in to the Voco. We have just arrived, and it's going to be interesting because this is the first time they've ever had any guests, and again, we're the very first ones that they are checking in. They do business, but they haven't been checking anybody in. So let me turn this around so you guys can see what's really going on. So that's the Voco right there, and of course, this is us here checking in and whatnot. So pretty interesting hotel. Goes all the way up. It used to be called the Rosebank at some point, but yep, this is it. All right, guys, we are out and about in Rosebank, and we went to this place called, I don't know what it's called, but I will be able to tell you in just a second. It has plenty of shoes here, and it got some cool people who work here as well. They actually listen to YouTube while they're at work. Aren't they lucky? Let me flip this around. So this is a shoe store. It's over in Rosebank, and I think they got some Jordan gear and whatnot. So when you come here, you can have the option to get this stuff. So we got one of the young ladies who work here. What else do they have here in this store that I need to know about?
So you've got the in-house brand, which is Shelf Life.
Okay.
Nike.
Shelf Life, that's what it was called.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got some Adidas, some Chinatown.
Okay. I never heard of the Chinatown brand.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. They've got really dope graphic tees.
Yeah.
Carhartt, Pata, some
Okay. Yeah, I like those. Are those Jordans or?
Yeah, so these are the Jordans that we have.
Uh-huh.
These are only being released on Friday. Those two are being released.
Oh, so you can't get them right now?
Can't get them right now.
Oh, darn it.
And then we've got those pink ones.
Oh, those are
which
nice.
Being released on Saturday, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is where you come when you get all the stuff that you can't really find.
In a way.
Yeah. Okay. I like these sandals here.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything cool you wanna say about this store?
No. But yeah, this is Shelf Life.
Okay. Yeah. It hasn't been open that long.
How many years has it been open?
Years? No.
We've been around for 11 years now.
Not here.
In Joburg, it's been, I think it's been 6.
Now you guys were in the CBD.
We were in Cape Town.
Cape Town.
Started out in Cape Town.
Okay.
And then it came to Joburg. It was before it came to the mall. It was at Queens Avenue.
And where's that at?
It's down the road.
I'm totally shocked. Yeah, because I used to go down to the CBD and they had like nice shoes down there. Joe Bird. Yeah, I did. I did. I know, right? I know. No, but this is tight. Hopefully, we can get some people to come through and purchase some shoes. Good. It need to be quiet.
Come back on Friday and you'll see what's popping.
Really?
Come back on Friday in the morning.
It'd be a line out there for those Jordans.
For the lips, and the lows. You know, on Saturday will be the Jordan ones, the bubble gums. It'll be like a live raffling, how people.
So I can get in early, right? If my money's right.
No.
My money's right.
Everybody's money's right.
Oh, that's right. Okay. I got a big card, about this big. Wow. But anyway, that's another story. Cool. But yeah, we appreciate it. We're gonna let her. Well, those are odd. I think the sneakerheads would know. Yeah. Okay. Hello, everybody. This is Mark Edward Blanton from the Real South Africa, and we are at this brand new hotel. We're the very first people that stay in this hotel. I mean, literally as guests. So what I'm going to do is just kind of take you through and let you guys see what I see. It's a pretty good situation here. Obviously, the people that are coming to South Africa with the Real South Africa, we can get this room booked for you. We can get this whole hotel booked for you. So don't worry about where you're going to stay and what you're going to do. But let me go ahead and let you see what I see. So as this turns around, we have a pretty nice situation here. Let me just kind of walk you through. Here is it's like a junior suite, and here are the connections. Obviously, you can bring your phones from the U.S., and of course, Tasha's behind me over there, or in front of me, and then of course you have your TV situation, and we like it because it has the vaulted ceilings, so it feels like the room is bigger than what it actually is. And then of course the viewpoints are absolutely stunning because we are in what we call the Rosebank. So let me just kind of give you a view outside the window. Of course, you know, we love it because it's very lush out there. And of course, as someone says, hey, we can actually breathe better in South Africa simply because we got better trees and it's pretty lush. So, but this is how it is. So obviously, if you have any questions, you can reach out to us. But as we come around here, we have a little coffee station, of course. And if you need to make some coffee or tea or whatever you need, and then in here we have a very nice refrigerator in there for us. Let me get down here with it. So we got a refrigerator. You can put all your stuff in it, and of course they can fill it for you as well. And then of course, as we are coming around here, some of the most important stuff goes on down in here. Here's the bathroom. It's pretty good size, and of course, you know, who doesn't like these types of tubs? Like literally, this is a very good situation. Then of course you can take the shades and bring them all the way down. And then of course you got your little private bathroom here where you can, you know, close the door. You know, you're like, where's the door? Well, here it is. You can close the door and then you can relax in peace. Then of course, a beautiful shower. Keep in mind, this is a brand new hotel, and this is probably, you know, a good situation because guess what? You'll be the first one to sleep on those sheets. But so anyway, we really are enjoying so far our time here, and I'm so glad that they selected the Real South Africa at this very boutique hotel. This brand is actually in Dubai as well. So this is the very first one that they do have in South Africa, or I think I will check, but I think in Africa. So we're going to take you through the rest of the hotel at some point, but obviously right now we got to do our particulars and, you know, talk to the people about what can we do for you guys to get you here. All right, everybody, this is Mark Blanton from the Real South Africa, and he missed all the games. All the games. Anyway, that's what we got. Yeah. It's the truth. Yeah. But you saw them on replay. But anyway, guys, we're here and we're still in South Africa. They haven't left yet. We're trying to get these guys out of here as soon as possible so they can get back to normal life, whatever that means.
The snow that's coming on Saturday.
But we will get them out of here hopefully tomorrow. If everything goes okay, all the COVID tests came back positive.
Negative.
Negative.
Sadly negative.
Sadly.
Okay.
10 more days.
Because people like to use the COVID test as a reason that I got to stay another 10 days.
Oh, no. Yes. Yes. I'm like,
Like, stop
awesome.
making that call.
It is all good. So like I said, I'm Mark, and this is. She never likes to say her name, and her name is Natasha. She has a beautiful name.
She does.
She does. And then we had the little one over here, right off camera.
Yes.
So if we have to take care of that situation, we will call in the SAPs, the South African Police Services to take care of it.
Take care of her.
Or we'll call Daddy. Either or. And then,
Same thing.
And then we have this one over here.
Kaia.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
And then the lightings from Philadelphia,
Yes.
Pennsylvania.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. Now, you guys have been here for how long?
Almost 3 weeks.
Yeah, close to 3 weeks in total. Yeah.
Too long, huh?
No.
Okay.
Almost not long enough.
Yeah. So tell me your story. I mean, tell me like how did you find South Africa now that you've been here for a little while?
Oh, it was awesome. Like we were in two different cities. We were in
Yeah.
Joburg and Port Elizabeth
Yeah.
over the time. But there was just so much that having this be our first time here.
Yeah.
To try to figure everything out and see everything. It was just so much. But like what we did see and experience was awesome, and it just kind of opened the door up for me and obviously for you to come back and learn more and just
Okay.
yeah.
Now, I was under the impression you guys went to a school.
Yes.
In Joburg we did.
Okay.
Toured a few schools.
Yeah, a few.
Is it a fruit?
A fruit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So what was your impression of the schools?
We went to 3 different schools.
Okay.
Our daughter's 3, so it was like the
Yeah.
younger.
Pre-primary.
Primary, the AUX or whatever they call them.
Yeah.
And they were great. There were 3 different schools, and kind of what they offer is kind of like everything you wish you had.
That's
in the States.
Okay.
How do you mean?
Yeah.
From all the extracurriculars. So not only was it like a well-rounded, base of education, but they house your child in the arts. Is it dancing, singing, music, instruments. Is your child
Different
in
languages.
sports? Do you want to do X, Y, and Z? All of that was available, or they would facilitate.
Bringing
that
it
learning
in or
experience.
exposing her to it.
Now that was at Crawford, I believe, right?
This was
That
actually
was,
at a school called Grayston.
Yeah.
Grayston.
Okay.
But Crawford offered essentially the same thing.
Okay. So you can get stuff for your kids here.
Oh yeah.
I don't. So in Philly, I don't think that I don't even know if there's anything remotely close to that. They offer, and this is private, and this is talking about private schools too.
Yeah.
Like we were blown away.
If it is, it's on the dollar scale that I have.
Yeah.
Thought about.
Haven't choose yet.
Yeah.
Like it's like, I got to college to play this, but it's. I mean, what they offer in these schools, and then there's small classes. Like you learn languages, music, like it's swimming, like just all of it. Like we were just blown away.
Wow.
Yeah,
Blown away.
they were cognizant of how the education experience translates for kids, because there's a lot of kids from other countries, other communities coming in, and also going out at times. For the parents work for multinationals or whatever, so they'll come and go. And they made the point to say, hey, if you guys transition back to the States or to Europe or to somewhere else, it's like our kids are on par with the age group where they should be. You're not going to be caught flat-footed. You're going to go somewhere else as far as like the level of education that your kids get.
Wow.
Yeah, because a lot of people do ask us about the education, because some people are like, because I'm thinking in my mind, we do travel and tourism. We want you to come visit. We want you to see it. But people find themselves saying, you know what, I came here, I liked it, I can see myself here. And then one of the barriers is my kids.
My goodness.
What about the kids?
Yep.
But you guys are pretty much testifying through your experiences that, because the price of the schools, did you guys get an opportunity to find out what the prices were?
Rich looked at.
Yeah, I don't recall the exact
Of
dollar
course.
figure, but I mean, for all that you get, it's very reasonable.
So
It's not out of the realm of
Like I can afford.
working full.
you guys want to drink?
Oh, I'm fine. Thank
Rich, you want to drink?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, I'm fine. Thank you.
Sure.
Yes.
Very
Yes.
amazing.
Thank you.
What about
Really
the
good.
passion fruit and lemonade?
Yes, I'll take
Or
that.
tonic and lemonade?
Passion fruit would be
Passion
better.
fruit.
Yes, thank you.
But you said it wasn't out of the realm of.
Oh,
Like-
yeah, the tuition and everything would seem reasonable. Like,
Right.
it
So when you
wasn't-
looked at it, you weren't like, did you say, oh, that's it, or were you like, oh, that's too much? You were like,
Oh no, it wasn't that
It was
too
like,
much.
oh,
It was like,
that's-
that's
like it makes sense.
That's more
Yes.
than fair for what
That's
we're
what you're
getting.
getting.
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
no, that's
No.
more than
Yes.
And it wasn't one of those. Well, how on earth would I pay for this? It
Yeah,
was
I
one-
got
know.
you. But
Nowhere
you ask
near
yourself
that.
that question that side. Like, who's
Oh,
paying?
of course, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there's like what 25K a year, if not
Yes,
more.
private school or
You can
even
easily
yes.
spend
Like
what,
actual
what
college.
you would think
Yes.
is college tuition.
Yeah.
Yeah, for like
Kids are
grade
6, 7,
school.
8 years
Yes,
old.
absolutely.
You're like, sir, he's only 4. You're
That's
paying
right.
40K.
We're playing, that's right. He's coloring and doing
And that's 40,000.
Yes, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yes.
The best color you've
Yes.
ever seen.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
okay.
Rich and I, well, I said this. I said I would move here, no exaggeration, just for the schools because we can't get this in the States.
Wow.
Like, we were just that impressed.
And
So,
sorry to cut you off, but like coming here was, we've never been here before. We wanted to explore, but also it's like, hey, if we are even contemplating moving, well, let's try to get as much information
That's right.
of the stuff that would be important to us.
Yes.
Making that decision, which obviously schools are a huge part.
Yeah. So aesthetically, the schools, how did they look?
Oh, they're.
It wasn't. It
I
wasn't.
wouldn't say immaculate because there's a bunch of 3-year-olds running around.
Yeah.
yes.
But it wasn't down a dirt road in the path.
No.
Turn left at the big tree.
Yeah.
Tell them about trying to get into Crawford.
Well, your kids are definitely protected. It was, we had an appointment, but I couldn't remember who our contact person was at the gate. So there was quite a few hurdles to get over to just for them to confirm that we actually had an appointment to get in to do a tour. So they protect your kids. Safety is not an issue.
So you can't just roll up with a note saying,
Oh no,
"Hey."
no, not an email, not a note. Like no, they almost you have to hand over your kid to get inside the gates.
It was funny because when I felt bad because I got the message late because I couldn't remember how to
Thank
spell
you
the
very much.
name that
Thank you.
thank you that you guys were meeting with, and then I got a message, no, everything's cool with they got in, but then I remember messaging you saying, well, at least you don't need
That's
a
right.
police safe. She's like, oh, you can't get in here.
Oh yes.
Daddy's-
Oh yes. We were dropping all the names. We were dropping Latasha, like we were in real South Africa. Yes, they definitely have us. Exactly. Don't let anybody in off the streets.
Okay. So the school situation is on point.
Literally, the schools alone did it for me.
Okay.
And it's not even an exaggeration.
So now the last time we talked to you, you guys, we did a video with them, an earlier video. Their first impression when they first got here. Now they're in their next, let's say next impression.
Yeah.
We don't want to say final because
No,
that means
absolutely
that's
not
finality.
Yeah,
You
we're
know.
back.
Okay, cool. So what was your impression of Joburg now that you spent time and you rode around and you were taken around and like talk to me. Talk to the people. Tell
Yes.
us.
So we've been here almost 3 weeks, and we definitely have done a lot, and as much as I think we could do in this amount of time. We've done all the amazing safaris. We've gone to the beautiful malls. We've looked at real estate. We've looked at schools. We actually went to another province, Port Elizabeth, and so we've done a lot in this amount of time. And So we were in Port Elizabeth for almost 5 days, and I literally could not wait to get back to Johannesburg, which is not my home. But I literally could not wait because I just connected so much with it. And then when we got back here, we had a surprise because we were staying in this amazing, beautiful hotel, which solidified what I already knew, that this is where we need to be. So it's just... I'm already mourning going back to the States. I really am. It's just been incredible. It's just been incredible.
Wow.
So that's your experience.
Yes, that's been my experience.
Okay.
Over the last 3 weeks.
And I think, Rich, you said you had some kind words to depart on South Africa as well.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was incredible. I mean, overwhelming is not what I want to say, because it seems like it's too much, but it's not.
Yeah.
I think, so what I'm trying to say is, like, I really like what I saw, but I think there's so much more that I haven't seen yet.
Yes.
That I'd like to explore, but we didn't have time.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to chew on when we get back.
I always say that South Africa, even no matter how much time you spend your first time here, you're always like, I know there's more.
Yeah.
Like what am I missing? Like, what else can I see?
Yeah.
And even living here, as long as we've lived here, and even visiting for the years prior to living here, every day it's like, there's always, honestly, I promise you, I got a list today of 5 new places that we need to visit. And I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's always something you can go do. It's always something for the kids. I'm sure you've noticed that it's very family oriented, very family friendly. Like, you guys didn't feel like, oh, I have to leave my kid. It's like, no, it's for her too.
That's right. That's right. Yes.
And even if it is an adult setting,
Right.
like, hey, you know, your kids here, we'll
accommodate.
whip something up for
Absolutely.
together.
We'll make a plan.
Yes. Yeah. But I will say, for people that are traveling with young kids, you absolutely can do it. Absolutely. Like, our daughter just turned 3, and she has had an amazing time. She turned 3 here, and Latasha and Mark set up this incredible birthday for her. Nothing I could have replicated in the States. So definitely do not let having small children deter you from coming, because she literally for the last 3 weeks have been just rolling with us, and she has
literally.
Yes, rolling. She's rolling on the floor right now. But no, do not let having small children deter you from coming, because they'll experience things that we couldn't offer her anywhere else. So I think everybody should come.
You know, it's funny because I tell people in the U.S. think that South Africa is some like off the beaten path travel location. Like, they just feel that way. They're like, oh, I could just come ill, you know, blah blah. I will come in 6 years, and they get here like you guys got here. Keep in mind, we're still in COVID, and there's tons of people traveling here.
Yes.
Tons of people.
Yes.
And when we're not in COVID, we're in summer. It's 10 times that.
Wow.
It's 10 times. So we always tell people to book your trip.
Yes.
Especially when you're talking about coming in the summer, which is December, January, February.
Yeah.
Like, plan now. But you can't call me in October like I want to come in December, because honestly, most places are booked now for Christmas 2022.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah. So that's why we have to come to places like this and find new places to put people.
Oh, my goodness.
But this isn't so bad. I mean, it could be, you know, I feel horrible that I have to put you guys here for this last day. However, we were able to sort it out.
Oh my goodness! I'm like, it's like Latasha knew that if I was remotely on the fence about moving here, she's like, I got you. This hotel and this area is literally, I mean, Melrose
It's beautiful.
Arch is amazing. So I'm like, where do you go from here? I mean, this place is.
I said, Mark, I think she's a little bougie. I'm kidding. I'm so kidding. I did not say that at all. I called you bougie because we were talking about earlier.
Yes, we were talking about earlier.
But no, but I was like, she'll love this. She will absolutely love it. And it was funny. I watched your face when you walked in.
Oh my God.
You were like,
oh my God. Yes.
Yeah. And it was easy working with you guys as well. And we were glad that we had an opportunity to work with you guys, because you know, since we on video here,
Yes.
we saw an older American couple here, just literally as we were parking the car to come here. So they had their Pittsburgh hat on and Pittsburgh Steelers. Both of them. Yeah, they both did.
Even if anything, Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah,
I'm
seriously.
serious.
Were they not able to see the games since last
I don't know. Yeah.
Probably not.
But they had a week earlier where they had their time. That's the story.
So long.
But anyway, we saw them and we started speaking to them. You know, I actually caught up to them. I said, they were older. They was in 70s and late 60s. And it was weird because they were like, you know what? We just wanted to come to Africa, but they didn't have any real direction or no real purpose. So even though they got close, yeah, I know. Even though they got close to where we're staying right now, they're staying at a
different hotel.
at a different hotel, which doesn't feature all of this stuff. But most people would never know unless you are here on ground.
Yeah.
And so, as you're seeing, it makes a difference between here and a different hotel.
Yes. And they were trying to figure out how they were like, oh, we're only going to be here for a couple more days, and they're here. They're trying to do Joburg. They just came from Cape Town. Cape Town, Joburg, Durban, and Port Elizabeth all in one trip. And then she said that they wanted to go to Soweto, but they didn't know how to source it. And I'm like,
yeah. So there's a lot of stuff
that they don't know.
Yeah.
So so we try to avoid that if you can, because you miss a lot. You miss a lot.
Yes.
You miss a lot.
So Latasha and Mark got us sorted out in Port Elizabeth, but we, arranged for our activities while we were there. The second we landed, I had to get our cars sorted out. I'm like, and this is why they do what they do, and why people love it, and they're so grateful. Just the car rental was an hour, just to rent a car. So not to have to worry about that, to know where you're going. I mean, I would have. So do not try to do it on your own. I promise you. I think we're pretty not savvy, but it's like, okay, we traveled a little bit, so we can figure this out.
But it's
Hotel, car.
It's something when you've not had to do it for at least a week or so. It's like, and then to be like, oh, I gotta do it myself now.
Oh my goodness.
Like that's
It's
how
like
I
the
feel
first
when
time.
that's how I feel. I have to go back to do that to pump gas. I'm like, I've sat in the car and I'm like, oh, no one's gonna come and get this for me. Like I've got to get out and do this myself.
That's true.
Get in the rental, I'm like walking to the left side of the car.
Yeah, no.
But it is funny. I was talking to my brother on the phone, and he was just yesterday. Yesterday he called, and he's like, "Yeah, Mark, I'm at the gas station. Let me go ahead and pump my gas." And I said, "Y'all still do that? Like y'all still do that over there?" And he was just like, because he doesn't know that over here. You know, you just pull up to the, and
I'm
like that.
It is a lot of things that you just take for granted, like pumping gas,
That's
or
right.
having someone pick you up.
That's
or little
it's
stuff.
amazing
It's
how quickly you can get spoiled having a driver. I have to admit.
Yeah.
God. I mean, it's like we're out in the world on our own. Like that's
It's like, whose idea was this?
Exactly.
Why?
All of it. Like the hotel we stayed at in Port Elizabeth, we booked it ourselves. It was a nice hotel, but it definitely wasn't where we were staying in Johannesburg. So it took me a day to reacclimate to not having Melrose Arch accommodations. So don't try it on your own. Please reach out to these guys because they absolutely take care of you, and you don't feel like you're here by yourself, which it's so important to have a person that is accessible and available. It's priceless. Like anytime I had a question, I'm like, well, I'm sorry about the Latasha, but she's always there and available. And if she doesn't know, she'll find out. So you don't feel like you're on an island, which is amazing.
We are the island.
You are the
We're the fantasy island.
the island.
We're the island.
You are the island. Yes.
Tell me your dreams. I'll see if I can make them come
Seriously.
So let me ask you this now. I know you had the opportunity to look at a few houses while you was here. Did you feel like they were? I mean, give us your take on the houses.
Yes.
Was it a bad situation?
So we looked at a few houses here, and we just see stuff online, so it's kind of difficult to get an idea of what it would look like in actual person. The houses here what you can get for what you can get here for, you know, compared to what you can get in the States. It's you can get some, like, I don't know, like we would have to move somewhere we don't want to live at in order to afford this lifestyle. Like we would have to move to Arizona or out in the middle of nowhere in California. Like it's just, like the homes are beautiful and they're so, they're well made. Like, you know, we live on the East Coast, so a lot of the homes are plaster and stone, and they're holding on by a thread. But these homes here are just beautiful, and they're done. They're solid, and they're. I mean, just the architecture and just the layout. I mean, pretty much every home has a pool, like and it's all attainable. If you're coming from the States and you kind of make that transition, you can't get. I just can't imagine where we would have to be on, you know, in the States in order to afford what you can afford here, to the lifestyle that you want here. I don't know. You would have to be pretty well off in the States to get, you know, a big house. Yeah. Exactly, because you can. I mean, you can do well. Like you can live in like a metropolitan area and get a nice house, but it's not going to be big. It'll be like a small house, but you'll pay all the, you know. So the homes here are just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And the architecture and the structures, and I just took pictures because I want people to know they are huts and they're not dirt roads. Like you have no idea what you're missing.
They're all dirt roads here.
I mean, I just want to scream, like, you know, it's here, come here, don't go to Mexico, don't go to Bahamas. I mean, you can, but it's just like, this is a whole different ballgame, completely.
Now, I'm sure you guys had conversations about the homes, and he's off camera, so I won't make him check. What were his thoughts on, like, what was the discussion like?
He was actually very, very impressed by, what you can get here. Like he was, like he couldn't deny it. I was like, you know, we would have to live, and I won't even, you know, get into all that. But it's just like the homes are beautiful. Like he sees the value in the education and also what you can get here compared to what you can get.
So it is something that if you're not necessarily comparing like apples to oranges, you're like, what type of lifestyle do I want to live? How do I want to raise my child? What do I want her to have access to? What do I want to have access to? How do I want to live out the rest of my days? There's options for her as a 3-year-old, and options for the parents, and everybody's happy, it's not stressful.
That's right, exactly. Like you're not working 60 hours a week. Like you don't have to kill yourself. And my understanding is that it's a lifestyle here. Like the people don't.
You enjoy that?
It's delicious. Delicious.
Hold on. We're doing a video.
Walk around.
Doing a video.
It's okay.
This is delicious.
You need your glasses back? I'll bring them down in the morning. Okay.
Thank you very much.
But okay. Well, you know, it's funny because, you know, we and I'm going to keep harping on it. You know, you have to, you know, get off your internet at home.
Oh, yes.
You know, it's good to, you know, get some general information. You're not going to get it all. And once you know, especially those that are looking for another lifestyle, it's not even an alternative lifestyle.
It's not.
It's like another lifestyle, another option.
That's right.
That's what I was saying.
Another option.
Yes.
Then I feel that coming here on a visit will reveal something that even if I sat here and talked on the video for 6 hours, I couldn't convince you.
You could, but
Mark
could, but no. But you have to get here and feel it, because that's all I want. I believe. Well, I definitely understood everything you were saying, but I was looking for the feeling, and you can't. That doesn't translate.
And when I say like we don't have the words to express the feeling, like it doesn't really matter where you come from. When you come to a place that's honestly this welcoming, this non-judgmental, everyone come, let me show you, let me take care of you. You're I worked really, really hard.
Yes.
And I feel like I'm being congratulated right now.
Right.
For my hard work. When if you work as hard as you do back that side, like no one's gonna be like, let me do that for you. Like no one's gonna say, let me do that for you. They're gonna be like,
No.
yeah, get a second job, buddy.
That's right. You work harder.
Yeah.
Like yes.
Go back to school.
That's right.
Again.
For the third time.
That's right. That's right.
And that's one thing we talked about before. Like, I'm sure you've noticed that, like, things don't stay open like here.
Oh, no. Because it's like, yes, like people, they respect people's time away from work.
They want to be with their families.
That's right. That's right. Just like you want to be with their family, they want to be with their family. And I feel like that probably is why the people are so warm and welcoming, because they're not working non-stop and they have time with their family, because that's very important here. Like it's just the lifestyle, like that part of it. It's just like they don't work to live, which is that's the States. Like that's
States
like,
all day. Yeah.
All day. So that's what I want. I just want something slower, work-wise, because the city ain't slow.
But you know what's funny? Because most South Africans don't. You know, they watch our movies and they watch us on TV, and then it's like a 2-hour show and it goes off, and then they move on. They don't realize, especially for us in the U.S., that we work a lot. We put in some massive hours. I remember when Secret Service, you have to work a lot. But even when we owned our own company, we had 16-hour days on the regular. It was easy. A weekend to come, you say, the shop is closed, but we had to go in and do a whole bunch of things that people on the weekends. So now that we're here, and people are like, I'm just gonna say it. People act like, you guys just popped up out of nowhere. No, you just saw us recently. Yeah. But in 2010, 2008, 2009, when we were running our company and working those hours. 2015, 2017, and finally 2018 came around and we sold it, and so we can get the hell out, because we just realized that it didn't matter. We would be there now. We'll be 2022, still going through what we was going through. It never got any better.
Yes.
And nobody worked more than we did. Nobody. And I'm going to say, I could put that up against anybody. I'm talking about like athletes in the season. Right. I'm talking about everybody. No, because we get up in the morning and we worked. Yep. But now that we're here, we get to have these lifestyles.
Everybody lives vicariously through y'all too. I'm just gonna put that right on out there.
I mean, vicariously through us.
We do.
But they need to think about that time before.
Yes.
When we're talking about it was painful.
Yes.
And the only thing that we had, honestly, was a trip.
To here.
To South Africa. So that's why I keep saying, come on a trip.
Yes.
Come do a week or two if you can.
If you can.
And then once you get done, you can go back. Yep. I promise you, you have a little, you'll feel bad.
Yeah. Oh.
You'll feel bad for a minute.
Yes.
And you'll be like,
but then you can, but your tank is full.
Yeah, your tank is full.
And you can kind of go a little further.
Yes.
Go a little further. And then when you feel your tank getting low, in the past, you're like, you know what? I don't know what I'm going to do. Yeah, for real, you don't. Or you'll say, you know what? I'm going to go online. A ticket's like $800 round trip. And I'm just going to come to Africa and just sit down for a minute.
Yes.
Eat some good food, some good people, and get treated well, just for a little while.
Yes.
And then go back.
And then go back. But then eventually, because I already know how this plays out.
I know you do.
I do.
I know. She's like, I'm like, I want to do this. She's like,
yeah, we all know how it plays out. In the end, you're going to start saying, you know what, I'm getting older, because in those years, I was actually having birthdays every year.
You had birthdays?
Yeah, I know, right? And you get older, and then you start saying, you know what, you start getting wiser, and the math just adds up. Like, why am I doing this? But I can put no effort or very little effort and be here. No shout out. I mean, no shade on our South African friends, but y'all don't know
how we work,
the lifestyles that are in that country.
And it's funny because they see our lifestyles and they don't understand that we actually don't even get to enjoy them.
That's right.
We don't get to enjoy
this beautiful house
that we work for
at nighttime and maybe on the weekends.
Yeah.
You don't get to enjoy the
You get to sleep in it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's like you pay all this money for a hotel room.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. It's like
That's what
I'm
it
gone
feels
all day,
like.
go to bed. It's like,
Exactly.
but when you actually get to make a choice to say, I want to live like this,
Exactly.
and then you have the options in front of you,
That's right.
and you get to actually choose, and it has something to do with your job or your family. Then you start to take an onus and say, I chose this, and you actually get to enjoy it, and you don't
Yes.
feel guilty about it because you know you put your time in.
That's right.
Yeah.
And nobody's
actually
going to make you feel bad about not
Exactly.
working 60 hours a week.
No, you put your time in.
Yeah.
Yes.
You put your time in.
Yes.
I mean,
oh, I look forward to it.
You're only working 40 hours.
Exactly. On your grind. Like, who wants to be on a grind? Like, that
They
is
glorify
a
it,
mentality. They do. Like, the American culture. It's not healthy. It's not.
Yeah.
And then you do all this, and then you don't reap the rewards because you did. Because you work so hard. Like, it's just a constant grind. And I don't want that for myself or Rich, and I definitely don't want it for her. It's beautiful.
Okay. So what should people do? Honestly, what should they do?
Well, I know what I'm going to do when I go back home. I'm going to convince them to come and visit because it literally, like, and I know you guys say it all the time, but it really is because I can show them 1,000 pictures, and I will.
All 1,000.
All 1,000. But you have to visit. I just want them to see. I just want them to know, like Asha says, that there are choices. That's all I want my people to know.
Yeah.
There are choices other than the Bahamas and Cancun and all those great places. You have other options, and you don't get the same reception. This is my own personal experience because we've been to those places, but you don't get the same reception, and you just don't. You just don't. So come, visit, and then go from there. Do what you will, but you have to come. You have to come.
Yeah.
Really
I think the hopefully the travel to Africa movement, it will grow.
Yes.
I don't know where we stand in that pipeline, but hopefully that it'll grow. Somebody brought it to my attention the other day that it just started making us laugh.
Yeah.
That they're South African, and they said they've been noticing that there's more people on YouTube doing more content about South Africa, and I never because we don't.
So you guys don't look at us. You have no idea
No.
that your name is out there.
Yeah.
And people are like, you gotta talk to Mark and Natasha. Like literally. And I am perusing all the South African content on YouTube. But yes, like you guys are like not the grandparents of it, but I feel like you are
somebody's
just
grandma if I need to be.
But I feel like you're just like the movement, and people are kind of like hopping on board. But they definitely do give you shout outs for sure.
Well, thank you, whoever they may be.
Yes, yes, they
Yeah,
know.
but we
You
don't
know who you are.
The reason why we don't know because we're out here doing what we're doing today.
Doing the work.
When you guys checked in, we were here talking
Yes.
to the general manager, making sure for future stuff where you just came from. When that building was being built, we was over there doing our part.
Where are you?
Everywhere you've been, we've
taking a trial run. Exactly. They're not going to put you where they wouldn't stay.
Yeah. Or we have done all the tourism work, or we've talked to the Tourism Association people. We go to the meetings. We do all the real stuff, not just saying, okay, come to South Africa, come with us. No, we're actually doing the actual work on the ground. So when you show up, and sometimes when you say, oh, with the real South Africa, people just know. And whatnot. So it's not by mistake. We actually do the work, which is the same work we did when we owned our clinics. We put in our work. We opened up. There were other places to go, like the hospitals and the bigger places. Yeah, in the bigger places. But when it was over, we put our work in. X amount of years later, everybody was coming to us.
That's right.
So, and it was like, well, why everybody going there? Because of what we do.
Yes.
So we hope that the movement, continues to grow and people come through. But like I said, that was shocking that when we met the guy, he says, I've noticed there's been more interest also in South Africa. And I'm like,
is it?
I know, because you literally are in these streets.
She just said I'm in these streets.
Well, actually that day,
doing the work.
Actually, that day we was hitting some balls on the cutting range, because it was just time. But the guy he recognized us because a lot of South Africans recognize us, and I noticed that.
Someone saw us today. They were like, "We're from South Africa."
No way.
I was like,
or the gentleman that came in and brought the drinks.
Yeah.
Because of us, that's why he brought y'all.
Yeah.
That's all that was. That was all the
I think that you guys are celebs. Like I was definitely awestruck when I saw because Rich makes fun of me because I literally watch you guys on the TV.
I would have done that.
Turned up real loud. I'll turn it up real loud, like it's a TV show. Like I don't just watch it on my phone. I watch it on the big TV.
Rich is like, again, no.
He's like, I heard this part.
Put your earbuds in.
That's right.
Yeah, but it's all good. But I think it will continue to grow. Hopefully people that your story will resonate. Your last story is resonating as we speak, 100%. And then this story will resonate. And they see that you brought your family and your little one.
Oh, yeah. So do we. Yes.
So is there anything that you wanna add to the conversation?
No.
Because the world is watching.
I know, right?
Yeah.
20,000 followers.
Yeah. Oh, you saw that, huh?
Of course.
Yeah.
I don't miss a video.
Okay. But you know what's funny? Because we have a lot of people from the UK.
Do you?
We get everybody else, like everybody that's not South African. Well, not everybody, but most of them. We get messages. We get emails,
messages, Instagram.
Yeah. Like somebody got on me one time because I'm like I never mentioned the Caribbean. You don't never mention the Caribbean, so I gotta like say it. I do what I can. So y'all Caribbean people.
That's right.
I did my part.
You can't forget about it. That's right. All the day.
Gotta say it.
But so what do you have to add?
I don't have anything other than if you want to have the full experience and not have to worry about planning, putting together an itinerary, this absolutely is a one-stop shop, and not just in the sense that it's like, they give you this itinerary and then send you off on your own. They are available and accessible and personable, and you actually get to meet them. I don't know if you meet all the guests, like you actually get to meet them and spend time with them if they're available. Just book the trip. Book the trip. They will work with you. Because it took us literally about 9 months to get a passport. Some of it was our fault. Some of it was the states. But they were so accommodating, and it's just been an incredible experience. And I will definitely share it with friends and family. And I just recommend starting here if you're interested in coming to South Africa. I absolutely think this is where you need to start.
All right, guys, we're here at this hotel called The Bank, but it also has a restaurant attached to it as well. It's pretty freaking nice. We like it, so I'm going to bring it to you. But when you do come here, you have the option. Now, we're in Rosebank, and you do have the option of coming to this hotel, and attached to it is this restaurant called Proud Mary. If you've never been here, you'll probably be like, wow, the menu's amazing, the food is amazing. It's pretty amazing stuff here. So we're gonna kind of come through, and so you guys can see what's going on. Hey, I'm good. No, I'm already checked in. So yeah. Thank you. And the bar's pretty nice. Here's the interior, and of course there's a wine bar here, as you can see, and then of course all the drinks you can possibly stand, and then of course this is where you can sit. And then of course coffee. So it's not so bad. I think you can actually enjoy it. And then of course, check in. Hello everybody, this is Mark Blanton. Obviously we are spending a little bit of time, and obviously that's Tasha over there.
Hey guys, good morning.
And check this out, we are at a special place here in South Africa. It's early in the morning, and this is where they make the donuts. Of course, we had to go ahead and get my donut fix for today, and I got a coffee coming. Yeah, and wait till she made us coffee. Thank you. Can you grab my coffee for me, please? Yeah. She took care of me already. Yeah, but this is how they do on this side. And I think I'm gonna go outside. She's the one that gave me a free donut right there. She didn't give me a free donut. She did. I don't want to get in trouble and whatnot. Of course, there go the team over there. There you go. There go the team, especially the one. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. So we're gonna step outside. Well, not step outside. They got a little seating area outside. We're gonna grab us somewhere to sit, chill, relax a little bit, eat our donuts, drink our coffee, do what we do. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you so
okay.
much.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you talk it up, you get it. They finally gave me a free donut, y'all. I kept talking about it. I didn't need a free donut because obviously I don't need a free donut, but I wanted a free donut. Simply because I'm not sure if they know who we were or who we are or what we do, but nonetheless, so I'm going to sit right here with Tasha and we're going to have us a donut and we will get back to you about the stuff that's going on here at the Real South Africa. Okay. Yeah, so it's a little camera. Look at it.
Nice one.
Hey, where you from, man?
I'm from here, South Africa.
That's a big country.
Yeah, that's a big country. Eastern
Where?
Cape.
Eastern Cape. What you doing way down here?
Yeah,
Where in Eastern Cape?
Queenstown.
Queenstown.
After Free State, Bloemfontein.
Yeah, Bloom, at the Bloom.
At the Bloom, when you take N6, if you've been driving.
Yeah, I've been to Eastern Cape a few times.
Yeah, Alwa North, then it's there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Is it cool there? What's the deal?
It's cool, bro.
Yeah?
It's a nice place.
So then why you here?
Good opportunities are here in Joburg.
Yeah?
Yeah, greener pastures are here.
Uh-huh.
So
everybody should come to Joburg.
yeah, everybody.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
should.
Okay, see?
Where are you from?
I'm from Washington, D.C. metropolitan area,
Okay.
but I live here.
You live here,
Yeah, I live in Centurion.
Centurion.
You know why I came here, right?
Why? Tell me.
Because of the greener pastures.
Oh,
The-
you see some opportunities.
Yeah, there's opportunities here. There's greener pastures.
Okay,
So I decided to come here. So
that's a nice thing.
yeah, see,
Okay, what do you do? Here?
we do a lot of tourism.
Tourism.
We bring a lot of people here, and
Okay.
a lot of these Americans you've been seeing running and walking through here,
All right.
they probably
Connection, eh?
yeah, they probably here because of us. Yeah.
That's a nice thing, bro.
That's right. That's right.
Nice
So
talking to you. What's your name, by the way?
Mark,
Mark.
Yeah.
I'm MJ.
MJ standing for.
It's Mangaliso Jacobs.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yes.
Okay,
So
MJ.
that's why I take M and G. MJ.
MJ.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we're actually gonna be bringing people to this hotel now,
Okay.
to the Voco.
Cool.
Yeah. So
A
we
new
gonna.
establishment.
Yeah, we're gonna start bringing them here. And we
Okay.
thinking, they gotta act right. Make sure our people,
Yeah, it's a nice building.
yeah, we gotta take care of our people when they come. So we stayed here last night.
That's nice.
Yeah,
How was it?
it was good. Actually, the bathroom was probably the best.
The best, yeah?
Yeah, because they had nice, those big tubs, and
Okay.
then the water was nice and hot.
And when you're there in the rooms, you can see the view of the Rosebank,
Yeah.
the beauty of the city.
It's funny. We was only on the 6th floor,
Oh, okay.
but we got a good view and whatnot. I can actually see from like over there.
Over there, that building.
Yeah, well, on the other side, you can kind of see where they built over stuff. Like you could tell it was something else here at some point, and then they built over it.
Yeah.
I know it sounds weird, but it happens. Yeah,
Nice stuff, eh?
yeah. So we got MJ in the house.
Yeah.
Okay, I think my ride has just arrived.
The big machine.
Oh yeah, it's a little something.
312.
Yeah, a little something. It has just arrived, and we're gonna get out of here.
And when you DC, what are you driving there?
You know what? It's funny. I had one just like this.
Okay.
And I ended up coming here, and people was like, "Man, I can't believe you selling your car. It's so nice." And I'm like, "Well, I can just get one in South Africa."
Yeah.
So I decided to get one in South Africa. So I got here and I saw it, and nobody wanted it because it was, it burns a lot of petrol. Nobody wanted. But I was like, you know what? I've been having one of these
How long have you been staying here in South Africa?
about 3.5 years.
3.5 years.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
That's quite long.
Yeah, and of course, I was coming here doing World Cup and all that good stuff. So you remember World Cup?
Yeah.
Were y'all old enough for? Were you old enough for World Cup?
Yeah. I was 25 back then.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was 40 something. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I watched the first game.
Yeah, it was good,
South
wasn't
Africa
it?
and Mexico.
It was a tie.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, that was a good. That was.
You
Man.
almost won.
Yeah, I know. It was.
Almost,
Yeah. I think it was a tie.
Yeah, it was a tie. It was
Yeah.
1-1.
Yeah. I actually stayed in Rosebank. This is where where I actually cut my teeth in South Africa. There's a Holiday Inn on the far side, and that's where I stayed for the first time. I was like, okay, and so started coming through. But yeah. South Africa's coming up.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. This is my colleague, Michael.
Do you know any languages?
No, I know English and I know a little bit of German.
Never German.
Yeah, how's your German?
Guten Tag.
Yeah, okay. There you go. Good day, good night.
Basics.
Yeah. Good evening.
In the airport.
Oh, London in the airport?
Like, international people normally come.
Yeah.
Ask questions.
Okay.
A bit of French.
Okay.
Basic.
Basic stuff, huh?
You know what you like to know.
Okay. But you know some South African languages as well.
Yeah. Zulu, Tswana, Tswana. All the languages.
Oh, you just know everything, huh?
Everything.
Okay. You ever heard of a language called Ebonics? Oh, I so got you. You have no idea. You fall into a trap. It's a language that back in the day in the States, we just kind of made up a language, just a whole bunch of slang together.
Oh.
And so we just called it Ebonics. Look at this thing rolling up.
Tsotita. In here, I think it's Tsotita because it's like English and mixed with like a couple of languages, mixed with Afrikaans and everything. So
Yeah, same thing.
It's Tsotita.
Oh yeah. Look at this.
How much is this camera?
The scammer? Not so much. I don't know. I know he about to run my car over. And I'm about to chase him down. Chase him down in the big whip. So that's a V8 thought turbo. This is a V12 thought turbo. I don't know. We might have some problems.
Have you noticed that there's a bit of sound when you?
Yeah. I gotta replace something on it, but I'm about to take care of that.
Sorry.
Yeah, they roll hard over here in South Africa, y'all. All right, guys, check out the new website. It is absolutely jam-packed with everything you need. You can book all your trips. All the questions that you have are there. All the concerns about coming to South Africa are answered. So all you got to do is pick a trip, book your trip on the website, and come on the website and be like some of the people who have came here and gave their first impressions of South Africa. All right, guys, since now you know how to get to South Africa through that beautiful website that we have designed for you guys to use to go ahead and schedule your trip, go ahead and do so. We would love to see you here, just like we saw the items and many others that have come through our portal. Also, too, how did you like the interview? It was pretty interesting. Obviously, we would love to hear your comments and your viewpoints on what you saw, but it's pretty amazing that, like I said, people are now starting to make it a grassroots movement to come to Africa and just enjoy themselves and find themselves and just experience emotions that they didn't even know was there, that was hitting just below the surface. So you can uncover those things when you actually go to a place where they're fostered and they're not shunned. So I will see you here in sunny South Africa.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today. If you like what you saw, please subscribe and don't forget to hit the notifications button so you don't miss out on all things The Real South Africa. Thanks again.